Hi, welcome to my new channel. My name's Simone and I'm 36 years old. I've started this channel to document my third pregnancy. I plan on talking about things from my first birthing experience, which was an emergency C-section. With my second, I had a drug-free home birth, so I plan on talking about that and the pros and cons of everything, with the first birth and with the second one. I also would like to talk about my plans for this baby, just the experience, things that I found useful in this pregnancy, how I've been dealing with the sickness in the first trimester. I'm planning on doing some videos on maternity clothes, for a budget, and I also plan on talking about books that I read to get me over the fear of hospitals and which enabled me to have a natural home birth, my breastfeeding journey and how it differed with my first and my second, and how after finding out about how a C-section can impact breastfeeding, which I didn't know at the time, so I'd like to talk about that a little bit. So this is where I see my channel going at the moment. But obviously I'd like to remain flexible and maybe talk about some other topics. But if you have any feedback or any questions that you'd like me to make some videos on, I would really appreciate it, because obviously it's it's my new channel and I want to make sure that the information that I'm giving is useful. A lot of the things that I will be talking about is things that I would have liked to have heard 6-7 years ago when I gave birth to my first child. I'm by no means an expert it's just my experiences that I want to be talking about. I thought with this first video, so I've obviously just given you a bit of an introduction to the channel, I thought I would talk about finding out I was pregnant this time. So what happened was, I was on holiday in Namibia in Africa, and we went for a month in the beginning of December. We went on holiday, and about halfway into it, I was starting to feel like a little bit ill and my emotions was all over the place, and I was just putting it down to, we were travelling around a lot and we were seeing different friends and family. By the way, that's where Ryan's from. He's from Namibia, so we was over there visiting family with the children. So I was just analysing it and thinking, this just it doesn't feel right. And it reminded me of the first time that I was in Namibia, like approximately 6.5 years ago, when I found out that I was pregnant with my son. So I said to Ryan, I'm just wondering, do you not think I could be pregnant? And he's like, no, there's no chance. So I was trying to work out when my last period was, and I usually, I'm spot on with that, but at this time, I'd not been keeping track of everything. So I realised it must have been probably around about the 26th of December, that actually I've missed a period. So I thought, right, I'll leave it a little bit longer and then I'll get a pregnancy test. So I left it a couple of days and I got the test, and I'm hoping to put in, insert a clip of me finding out in this video. But I must apologise, I'd just woken up, I had all sleep in my eyes, I look rough as anything. But obviously, I want to try and keep it real. I don't want it to be all, this is what I look like on the camera and then I look completely different, in real life. This is who I am and this is what I look like. Surprised. I'm gonna take the test. I look so tired. I literally just woke up. Wait. Oh my goodness. I'm shocked. 3+ weeks. Oh my goodness. So anyway, yeah, so I was shocked. My heart was racing when I found out. It was really, really unexpected. And I went into the room and I told Ryan, I've got that on video as well, but I don't know whether he's going to let me show it, but hopefully I can show a little snippet, and again, I'll put that in.
What's that?
So I went in and I showed him, and he was like so shocked. We told the children straight away. Like, I would have probably only been about 6 weeks pregnant at the time, but with every pregnancy we've not waited till like 12 weeks, so we've always just, you know, like told friends and families whenever we found out. So we went downstairs after that and told Ryan's mum and dad and everybody, and then I rang my mum, and you know, we like let everybody else know. But it was just so surreal and bizarre. And the thing is, with each pregnancy that I have, I really suffer with bad nausea throughout the day, and you know, throwing up in the daytime, sometimes during the day, sometimes in the evening, and I'm really fatigued, and like my emotions, just a roller coaster ride. It was just horrendous. And I think being in a different country anyway, with different cultures and different foods and things like that, it can just be really difficult, you know, and you just want to crawl up on the sofa and just ride it out and chill out. But obviously I had the 2 children, a homeschool, I'm currently studying for a master's as well, so I had a lot like going on. So we got back in the beginning of January and it was 40 something the temperature when we was in Namibia. So we came back and it was like 0, it was freezing, so it took a long time to adjust to that. And I've just been a hermit pretty much, you know, the whole time. But to be honest, it was just so rough going in the first trimester. Ryan said to me that he's not seen me this ill in all the pregnancies, like in the previous 2 pregnancies. I just went off everything healthy. You know, I usually eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, and you know, like I like to drink a lot of juices and water and things like that, but I just couldn't. I couldn't stomach coffee, which obviously is not a bad thing if it's not decaffeinated. Tea, even water, fruits and vegetables, it was really difficult to get down. I was pretty much living off, sometimes I wanted like French fries, then other times I wanted tortilla chips, toast, cereals, which I don't usually eat, and then I went for a stage of really wanting like a traditional Sunday dinner without the meat. I don't eat meat anyway, but when I'm pregnant I go off meat and anything that resembles meat, so even veganized like chicken, for example, I just don't like it. So that wasn't helping with my energy levels, obviously not getting all the nutrients in, but when I could, I would just try and slip in a smoothie or juice, having some vitamins and getting some Spartone iron water in, you know, to make sure that my iron levels was, you know, high. So it's, yeah, it's such a blessing to be pregnant, but then when you're going through all that and obviously you don't feel like you're pregnant, how can I say that? Like you feel like you're pregnant because of the symptoms, you know, the sore boobs. So yeah, it's the first trimester is just a weird one for me, you know, not feeling all the pregnancy symptoms, but then obviously you're not seeing the bump yet or anything like that. So I really look forward to the second and third trimester. I will leave the video on that note. I really hope that you liked it, and I'm looking forward to making new videos. And as I said, any suggestions, questions, feedback, please leave me a comment below, and I'd really love it if you could subscribe to my channel and follow me on this journey. So thanks for watching, I really appreciate it, and I'll see you next time. Bye!